Welcome to our in-depth technical analysis of RGTI Rigetti Computing Inc., traded on the NASDAQ. Today we'll break down the latest trends, key indicators, and what the data reveals about the stock's recent performance. Whether you're a seasoned trader or just curious about market movements, this report will help you understand where RGTI stands as of December 21, 2025. Let's begin by setting the stage with the current price and a quick overview of the last 3 months' trading activity. As of December 21, 2025, RGTI is trading at $23.76. This price reflects recent volatility and a notable shift from its highs earlier in the quarter. By examining the current price in the context of its historical range, we can start to see how market sentiment has evolved. The price is significantly lower than the 52-week high of $58.15, but well above the 52-week low of $5.95, suggesting a recovery from earlier lows but also a substantial pullback from peak levels. Moving averages are essential for identifying trends. The short-term simple moving average SMA5 is at 23.31, while the exponential moving average EMA5 is slightly higher at 23.75. As we look at longer periods such as SMA50 at 32.79 and EMA50 at 28.29, it's clear that RGTI's price has been trending downward. The longer-term averages like SMA200 at 19.27 show the stock is still above its long-term base, but the gap is narrowing. Pairing exponential and simple moving averages helps us spot momentum shifts. The EMA values, which give more weight to recent prices, are consistently above the SMAs for longer periods. For example, EMA 100 is 26.6 versus SMA 100 at 27.39, indicating recent price weakness. This divergence often signals a transition in trend, with the market reacting more quickly to recent decline. Volume is a key indicator of market interest. The volume-weighted average price (VWAP) for RGTI stands at 15.77, which is well below the current price. It suggests that recent buyers are paying a premium compared to the average price weighted by volume. The on-balance volume (OBV) is also high, indicating strong participation, but the relative volume is only 0.5, showing a recent decline in trading activity. Bollinger Bands help us gauge volatility and potential price extremes. For RGTI, the upper band is at 29.61, the middle at 25.54, and the lower at 21.47. The current price is closer to the lower band, suggesting the stock is trading near its recent lows. The band width of 0.319 indicates moderate volatility, and the BB position at 28.15 shows the price is not at an extreme but leaning toward the lower end. MACD, Moving Average Convergence Divergence, is a popular momentum indicator. For RGTI, the MACD and its signal line are both at -1.89, with a histogram near zero. This flat reading suggests a lack of strong momentum in either direction. The MACD momentum is slightly negative at -0.182, reinforcing the idea that the stock is currently lacking a clear trend. RSI is a measure of overbought or oversold conditions. RGTI's RSI 14 is at 41.49, RSI 21 at 43.1, and RSI 28 at 44.76. All these values are below the neutral 50 mark, suggesting the stock is in a mildly oversold territory. The RSI momentum is negative, indicating that selling pressure has been dominant recently. Stochastic indicators help identify potential reversal points. For RGTI, stock K14 is at 8.97 and stock D14 at 6.94, both well below the typical oversold threshold of 20. This suggests the stock may be due for a short-term bounce, although confirmation from other indicators is needed before acting on this signal. Stock RSI-K is at 100, an extreme reading, while stock RSI-D is at 27.28. This divergence can indicate a potential for rapid price movement, as the stock may be transitioning from oversold to a more neutral or even overbought state. Fast oscillators like these often precede sharp price changes, so it's important to watch closely for confirmation. Momentum indicators show how quickly prices are changing. RGTI's Momentum 10 is -4.35, indicating recent weakness, while Momentum 20 is slightly positive at 0.96. The rate of change ROC 14 is 1.32, showing a modest upward shift over 14 days. These mixed signals suggest the stock is trying to stabilize after a period of decline. ATR 14 for RGTI is 2.48, which measures the average volatility over the past 14 days. This is a moderate level, suggesting that while the stock has seen some swings, it's not experiencing extreme volatility at the moment. An ATR 14 at 10.43 further supports this, indicating that price moves are within a typical range for this stock. Volatility is a crucial factor for traders. RGTI's Volatility 30 is 6.41, and True Volatility is 10.43. These numbers indicate that the stock has experienced some notable price swings over the past month, but not at levels that would be considered extreme. Volatility breakout at 0.488 suggests that the stock is not currently breaking out of its typical trading range. Money Flow Index, MFI 14, is at 32.66, which is below the neutral 50 level, indicating that money is flowing out of the stock. The accumulation distribution AD line is positive at 525,931,628, but the ADOSC is negative, suggesting that while there has been accumulation in the past, recent sessions have seen distribution or selling pressure. DMI helps us understand trend strength. The ADX 14 is at 21.76, which is below the 25 threshold for a strong trend. The plus DI14 is 16.26, while minus DI14 is 23.99, indicating that sellers have the upper hand. The DX14 at 19.22 further confirms a weak trend environment. Williams percent R at, and the Commodity Channel Index CCI 20 at minus 85.83 both suggest that RGTI is in oversold territory. These indicators often precede a reversal or at least a pause in the current trend, but should be used in conjunction with other signals for confirmation. The ultimate oscillator for RGTI is at 43.7, which is below the neutral 50 level. This indicator combines short, medium, and long-term price action to gauge momentum. The current reading suggests that the stock is lacking strong buying pressure and may remain range-bound in the near term. Arun up is at 56 and Arun down at 24, with the Arun oscillator at minus 71.43. This combination suggests that while there have been some recent highs, the overall trend is still weak. The negative oscillator value points to a lack of sustained upward momentum. Trend strength score for RGTI is 0.189, and the trend quality index is 32.83. Both values are low, indicating that the current trend is weak and lacks quality. This aligns with other indicators that suggest the stock is in a consolidation phase rather than a strong directional move. Key levels for RGTI include a pivot point at 23.54, resistance at 24.25, and support at 23.04. The current price is just above support, suggesting that if the stock holds this level, it could attempt to rebound toward resistance. However, a break below support may trigger further downside. Risk-reward ratio for RGTI is 2.34, indicating that potential rewards outweigh the risks if the stock rebounds from current levels. However, with a technical score of 42.82 and a momentum score of minus 49.34, caution is warranted. The setup may appeal to risk-tolerant traders looking for a reversal. Linear regression helps forecast future prices based on past trends. For RGTI, the slope is minus 0.275, indicating a downward trend. The predicted price is 24.48, slightly above the current price, but the deviation percent is minus 2.93, suggesting the stock is underperforming its trend line. RGTI's current price is at 34.12% of its 52-week range. This means the stock is trading in the lower third of its yearly range, reflecting significant declines from its highs. This positioning often attracts value-oriented investors but also signals caution due to recent weakness. Over the last week, RGTI has seen daily closes between $22.47 and $23.76, with volumes ranging from 27 to 34 million shares. This tight range suggests consolidation after a period of selling. The market appears to be searching for direction, with neither buyers nor sellers in clear control. Volume has been declining from the peaks seen in October when daily volumes exceeded 100 million shares. The current average is closer to 30 million. This drop in activity often precedes a significant move as traders wait for a catalyst to break the current stalemate. Looking back over the last 3 months, RGTI reached a high of $58.15 and a low of $5.95. The sharp decline from the highs reflects a major shift in sentiment, possibly due to broader market factors or company-specific news. The stock's ability to hold above its lows is a positive sign, but the recovery has been slow. The daily return for RGTI is 4.12%, which is relatively high for a stock in consolidation. This suggests that while the overall trend is flat, there are still significant intraday moves. Traders should be aware of this volatility when planning entries and exits. Overall sentiment for RGTI is cautious. The combination of oversold indicators, weak trend strength, and declining volume suggests that traders are waiting for a clear signal before committing to new positions. This environment often leads to sudden moves once a catalyst emerges. To summarize, RGTI is currently in a consolidation phase with weak momentum and declining volume. Technical indicators point to oversold conditions, but there's no strong trend in place. Support and resistance levels are well defined, and risk-reward appears favorable for those anticipating a reversal. However, patience is key as the market awaits a catalyst. RGTI's technical picture is mixed, with several indicators suggesting a potential for reversal but no clear trend established. Traders should watch for a breakout above resistance or a breakdown below support to confirm the next move. As always, risk management is essential in volatile environments like this. Stay tuned for further updates as the situation develops.